Welcome young friends to the fascinating world of SmartClass. And today we are going to study plant reproduction. Plants, like all living organisms, have the ability to produce their own kind. In this video, we will explore the different modes of reproduction in plants and discover how they produce new individuals. Asexual reproduction. Plants can reproduce in different ways. Asexual reproduction is when a plant produces new individuals without the involvement of sex cells. One example of asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation. This is when a new plant is produced from a part of a parent plant, such as a stem or a leaf. Plants produced by vegetative propagation take less time to grow and bear flowers and fruits earlier than those produced from seeds. The new plants are exact copies of the parent plant as they are produced from a single parent. Another example of asexual reproduction is budding. This is when a new individual grows as a small projection on the parent organism and eventually detaches to become a separate individual. This process is common in yeast and some other fungi. Fragmentation. Fragmentation is another type of asexual reproduction in plants. This is when a plant breaks up into two or more fragments and each fragment grows into a new individual. This process is common in algae and other aquatic plants. For example, a filamentous algae breaks up into fragments. Each fragment can grow a new filamentous algae. Spore formation. Spore formation is a type of asexual reproduction that is common in fungi and some plants. Spores are tiny structures that are produced by the parent organism and can grow into new individuals under favorable conditions. In fungi, spores are produced in structures called sporangia, while in plants, spores are produced in structures called sori. For example, ferns reproduce by spore formation. The spores are produced in sori on the underside of the fronds, and when they are released, they can grow into new ferns. Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in plants involves the fusion of male and female sex cells. Flowers play a crucial role in sexual reproduction in plants. They are the reproductive structures that produce the male and female sex cells. Flowers come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors, and they attract pollinators such as bees and butterflies. Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the same or another flower. Once the pollen reaches the ovule, fertilization occurs and a zygote is formed. The zygote develops into an embryo, which is protected by the seed coat. The ovary of the flower develops into a fruit, which contains the seeds. Fruits come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors, and they play an important role in seed dispersion. Fertilization. Fertilization is the process of fusion of the male and female gametes. In plants, the male gametes are found inside the pollen grains, while the female gametes are found in the ovules. Pollination is the process by which the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same or another flower. Once the pollen grain reaches the ovule, it germinates and forms a pollen tube, which grows down to the ovule. The male gamete then fuses with the female gamete and a zygote is formed. Fruit and seed formation. After fertilization, the ovary of the flower develops into a fruit which contains the seeds. The seeds are protected by the seed coat, which is formed from the integuments of the ovule. The embryo inside the seed develops into a new plant when the seed germinates. The fruit plays an important role in seed dispersion as it can be eaten by animals or carried by the wind or water to new locations. Seed dispersal. Seed dispersal is the process by which seeds are spread from the parent plant to new locations. This is important for the survival of the species as it allows plants to colonize in new areas and avoid competition with the parent plant. There are many different methods of seed dispersal, including wind, water, animals, and explosive mechanisms. For example, some plants have fruit which are adapted to be carried by the wind, while others have fruit that are eaten by animals and dispersed in their droppings. Some plants have seeds that are ejected from the fruit by explosive mechanisms, such as the touch-me-not plant. Thus, plants have evolved many different strategies for reproduction, including asexual and sexual reproduction, as well as other different methods. So that's all, friends, about reproduction in plants. We will meet you in the next video on another topic. Hope you liked the video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon. Till then, take care and keep learning and be curious.